this is the Fantastic Mr. Fox clay project. And here's my piece of clay. It's about a half a pound, or because you don't want this to be too big, it'll fall apart. So I'm going to cut this clay in half. I'm using a brochure and I'm cutting it in half. To make the body. So I'll take this piece, and this is the size of a, I'd say a baseball, and then I'm going to roll it into a cylinder and cut down the center of his body. I'll do it from, I'll turn this upside down and cut down the center. It's easy to cut this clay. I just hope I cut it. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to be his legs. So I'm going to press out the feet like this to bound, and this keeps the, you have to have nice big feet to keep the clay standing so it won't collapse from weight. So, and then I'm going to make this foot a little, he has skinny legs, but we can't make him as long as the cartoon because we don't, the clay would collapse. It's not that forgiving. Okay, so I'm going to roll this to make it a little longer, separate the legs. I have it on good standing with the feet. Okay, and that, now I'm going to put the arms on. So I'm going to roll along, let's see, a long cylinder, the arms. And I do it in one roll to make sure that I divide the arms evenly so one's not longer than the other. I'm going to cut it with this again. It's just a cleaner way to cut. There we go. Let's see, are these, that looks pretty good. So then I just kind of, thumbs go out, so I'm going to make each hand and a thumb, like a glove. Thumbs go out. There's my glove. Thumbs go out. Well, they really go in. It depends on what he's doing with his hands. So if the hand comes up like this, let's see. Yeah, that's right. There's one hand. So I attach it to the top of this cylinder. I'll attach this to the top of this cylinder. So the thumbs go in, sorry. And you can put this behind the back or up, whatever you want. I can put it up so you can see how the thumbs go in. And then time for the head. And I roll a head the size of a ping pong ball. So I'm going to roll a ping pong ball size head. That looks too big. Let me get it smaller. And I'm going to construct his head out of the ball. I'm just going to push and pull and pinch and then add the ears separately. So there, the Mr. Fox has a, I'm turning the page to look at it. He has a forehead. So I just pinch this down and then I start molding his muzzle. Can you see what I'm doing here? As I look at the picture. And then I pinch out his nose. It's a little button at the end of that muzzle. And then I draw in his mouth. Let's see how far back that goes. It goes back here, around and around there. There's his mouth. Make some more. Then I pinch out a little here, or you can add fur for his face, but you don't have to make the fur look, you know how they have the fur coming out of their head. Foxes. And then I'm going to make the bridge of his nose, and I'm going to put on 2 ears. For the ears, I just make a little triangle. You can cut it out, or you can just mold it. The kids sometimes, the older kids can do this. They just cut the triangle out like a cookie cutter. Put it on the side of his head. Let's blend that in. I'm going to turn it to the little, and then I'll put the other on, cookie cutter. I roll my cookie dough, and then I cut it into a triangle. Here's my triangle. Mold it into a better ear. Put it on the side over here. Okay, and then I'm going to put his ears in, and I'm just putting, his eyes. I'm putting sockets in to roll really tiny, 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 tiny eyeballs. Stick it in, stick the head on. It's not going to look as long and lean as the other, and then a tail to the back. Remember, this clay is not the type of clay that you can build without having collapse. It's air drying clay, so you have to keep everything kind of fat, stumpy, and compact. And then I add his tail to the back for more support. I'm sure you can do a better job if you have more time. But that is how you do Mr. Fox.